1 Mile unfolds as a slow-burning thriller that intertwines a strained family relationship with a sinister isolated setting, gradually revealing a hidden network of violence lurking beneath an ordinary rural landscape. The film opens with a seemingly unrelated but crucial prologue. A young couple, Lily and Brandon, arrive at a remote lakeside campground after following vague directions. Their playful romantic mood quickly turns unsettling when they encounter a strange man watching them. Within moments, the tension explodes into brutality as they are violently attacked, establishing the campground as a deadly trap and setting the tone for the danger to come. The narrative then shifts to a different set of characters, grounding the story in emotional realism before returning to horror. Daniel, a recently retired soldier, reunites with his teenage daughter Alex to take her on a college tour trip. Their relationship is strained due to his long absence during his military service, and Alex harbors resentment toward him for prioritizing his career over family. Daniel, on the other hand, is trying to reconnect and make up for lost time, though he struggles to communicate effectively with her. Alex's mother Janine remains involved but distant, encouraging the trip as an opportunity for father and daughter to bond before Alex leaves for college. As they begin their journey, their conversations reveal deeper tensions. Alex is uncertain about her future. Though she excels at soccer and has scholarship opportunities, she is secretly more passionate about art. She feels pressured by her mother to pursue athletics for financial stability, while Daniel, initially unaware of her artistic ambitions, tries awkwardly to engage with her interests. Their dynamic is marked by sarcasm, emotional distance, and unresolved disappointment, but there are glimpses of warmth and potential reconciliation. The turning point in their journey occurs when Alex asks Daniel to deviate from their planned route to visit an art school instead of the remaining colleges on their list. This decision symbolizes her attempt to take control of her future, even if it means deceiving her mother. Daniel agrees, seeing it as a chance to support her and rebuild their connection. However, this change in plans leads them onto a remote road where they lose phone service and become increasingly isolated. Their isolation deepens when they stop at a small eerie roadside gas station run by a woman named Abigail. The atmosphere is immediately unsettling, reinforced by Alex's encounter with strange locals inside the store. Abigail provides them with directions to a nearby campground, assuring them it is beautiful and secluded. Unbeknownst to Daniel and Alex, this is the same deadly location from the film's opening, and Abigail is part of a larger coordinated effort to lure unsuspecting travelers into danger. As Daniel and Alex follow the directions and arrive at the campground, the setting initially appears peaceful and even picturesque. They decide to set up camp for the night, making the best of their unplanned situation. During this time, their relationship begins to soften. Daniel shows genuine interest in Alex's artwork, praising her talent and encouraging her to pursue it seriously. This moment becomes one of the film's emotional core scenes, highlighting what could have been a strong father-daughter bond if circumstances had been different. Alex, in turn, begins to open up, sharing her portfolio and allowing herself to feel supported. However, the sense of calm is deceptive. The audience, already aware of the campground's danger from the opening scene, experiences growing dread as subtle signs suggest they are not alone. The earlier hints about the gas station and its inhabitants begin to connect, revealing a disturbing system in which locals deliberately guide travelers to the campground where they are hunted or killed. The film implies a coordinated group rather than a single attacker, creating a sense of inescapable menace. Parallel to the main storyline, brief and cryptic scenes such as references to multiple dead infants and strange community behavior suggest that the town itself is deeply corrupted. These elements hint at a broader horror beyond simple violence, possibly involving ritualistic or generational wrongdoing, though the film keeps these aspects ambiguous to maintain psychological tension. As night approaches, the vulnerability of Daniel and Alex becomes more pronounced. They are cut off from communication, far from help, and unknowingly surrounded by hostile individuals who have already marked them as targets. The earlier attack on Lily and Brandon serves as a grim foreshadowing of what awaits them. The title 1 Mile takes on a chilling significance, referring to the short but deadly stretch of road leading to the campground, a point of no return for those who follow it. What begins as a quiet attempt to survive the night quickly turns into a desperate fight for survival when they realize they are being hunted. After setting up camp, Daniel and Alex try to stay calm, gathering wood for a fire while noticing strange sounds in the forest, whistling, movement, and distant noises that suggest they are not alone. Their unease grows when they encounter a mysterious man watching them from the woods. The man's unsettling behavior confirms their fears, and when Daniel tries to de-escalate, the situation turns hostile. Suddenly, multiple attackers emerge, revealing that the pair has been deliberately lured into an ambush. Their truck is stolen, cutting off their only easy escape, and they are forced to flee on foot into the forest. Daniel's military training immediately takes over as he guides Alex through the woods, trying to evade the group hunting them. The attackers communicate through walkie-talkies, coordinating their movements and indicating that this is an organized operation rather than random violence. Despite being outnumbered, Daniel manages to fight back, fiercely injuring and killing some of the attackers. However, the odds remain stacked against them, and the forest becomes a maze of danger with no clear exit. As they hide and catch their breath, Alex begins to panic, blaming herself for their situation, especially for making Daniel leave his gun behind earlier in the trip. Daniel reassures her, emphasizing that none of this is her fault and that he will protect her no matter what. This moment deepens their emotional bond, transforming their earlier tension into trust and reliance. Daniel promises that they will survive, reinforcing his determination as both a father and a soldier. Using his instincts, Daniel looks for signs of civilization and eventually finds railroad tracks, reasoning that they must lead somewhere. Along the way, they spot what appears to be a structure or trailer, possibly containing supplies or communication equipment. Despite Alex's fear, Daniel decides to investigate, hoping it could offer a chance for rescue. However, the situation quickly turns into another ambush. Attackers appear again, leading to a brutal fight in which Daniel and Alex are nearly captured. In the chaos, Alex is forced to defend herself, taking part in the violence for the first time, which deeply traumatizes her. The chase continues relentlessly through the forest. Alex injures her ankle, slowing them down, but Daniel refuses to leave her behind. They find a temporary hiding place where they rest and talk more openly than ever before. Daniel reveals the truth behind his sudden retirement from the army. He disobeyed orders during a mission when he tried to save a baby during a chaotic evacuation. His commanding officer stopped him, leading to a physical altercation that ended his career. The baby did not survive, a fact that continues to haunt him. This confession helps Alex understand her father's inner struggles and regret, strengthening their connection. Their moment of calm is short-lived. The attackers close in again, forcing Daniel and Alex to flee toward a river. With no other option, they jump into the water to escape. For a brief moment it seems like they might have succeeded, but as they reach the other side, Daniel is suddenly overpowered and captured by the group. Alex watches in horror as her father is beaten and taken away, leaving her alone and vulnerable. She is soon captured as well. Alex wakes up in a strange isolated settlement where she learns the horrifying truth. The group is led by a man named Stanley who runs a secluded community cut off from society. The people there believe they are preserving their way of life after environmental damage, specifically toxins in the water, has made their women unable to carry pregnancies to term. To solve this, they abduct young women from outside and force them into their community to repopulate it. Lily, the woman from the film's opening, is revealed to be alive but psychologically broken, now submissive to the group after prolonged captivity. Stanley presents himself as calm and rational, claiming that what they are doing is necessary for survival. He even shows interest in Alex's artwork, suggesting he sees her as special and valuable. However, his polite demeanor contrasts with the brutality of his actions, making him even more disturbing. Alex resists, refusing to accept her fate, but she is warned that fighting back will only make things worse. Meanwhile, Daniel survives his capture and manages to overpower his captors. Using his combat skills, he brutally interrogates them to learn where Alex has been taken. He discovers the full extent of the group's intentions and the existence of their hidden settlement located on an island. Fueled by rage and determination, Daniel contacts Stanley via radio, forcing a negotiation. He captures Stanley's son Ray, using him as leverage to arrange an exchange. The final confrontation takes place at a remote building. Daniel prepares carefully, setting a trap by filling the area with gas, ready to ignite it if necessary. When Stanley arrives with Alex, the tension reaches its peak. Stanley tries to justify his actions, arguing that his community was destroyed by outside forces and that their crimes are acts of survival. Daniel rejects this logic, making it clear that there is no justification for what they have done. As the exchange begins, Alex warns Daniel that more men are waiting nearby, confirming that Stanley has no intention of honoring the deal. A violent fight breaks out and Daniel triggers the trap, causing a massive explosion that kills many of the attackers and destroys the structure. In the chaos, Daniel and Alex manage to escape, finally free from the nightmare. The film concludes with a quieter emotional resolution. Sometime later, Alex arrives at an art college, having chosen to pursue her passion. Her parents, Daniel and Janine, are both present, now on better terms, suggesting that the traumatic experience has helped heal their fractured relationship. As they say goodbye, there is a sense of closure and hope. Alex is no longer the uncertain, conflicted teenager from the beginning. She has grown stronger, more confident, and more independent. However, the ending is not entirely comforting. A subtle hint suggests that Stanley may have survived the explosion, leaving the possibility that the threat is not completely gone. This lingering uncertainty reinforces the film's central theme, that danger can exist in the most unexpected places and that survival often comes at a lasting emotional cost. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.